So I was gonna try and do an Arrested Development style intro, but I cannot get Ron Howard's voice right. Here's what I've got so far. It's Arrested Development. No. Hello everybody and happy Monday. I hope you're having a fantastic long weekend. Quick note before we get started, I'm using a new mic now and I know there's a lot of echo, and so I was gonna put some acoustic paneling on the opposite walls, and I've got it here, but I cannot for the life of me figure out how I should go about attaching that. I think we need to use staples. I don't know, we'll see. Anyway, Arrested Development came out on Sunday and they released all 15 episodes of the new season, and I want to talk about it, but obviously I don't want to spoil it for people who haven't watched it or are in the process of watching it, so we're going to keep it relatively ambiguous. Now, Netflix has been really pumping this up. There's been ads everywhere. They even had a Bluth's banana stand on Seamless. It was kind of a crazy ad, but really awesome. And I was really excited about this because I love the show and I love Netflix, so I sat down for a 7.5-hour marathon of Arrested Development. And I don't know if it was just that it was overhyped, but I found myself a little bit disappointed. Now, it's fairly similar to the original show. The only difference is that all of the episodes now are focused on one primary character, and we kind of follow them throughout their whole storyline. And they do this How I Met Your Mother style thing, and I'm sure it's been done elsewhere, but that's what I remember from, where basically they have one main story, and they basically will go through the life of one character getting up to a certain event, and then they'll go, let's go back in time and watch another character get to that event, and you see a little bit of crossover, and you're like, oh, I remember seeing that before. And sometimes this can work really great, because you get to see all of the different characters in different situations, and you have a little bit of recognition, but when it's 15 episodes getting to the one main event that they're talking about in the first episode, you're just, come on! And that got me to thinking about what I love about large cast TV shows, is that all of the characters have to be entertaining in their own unique way. And that's certainly true with Arrested Development. You have Tobias with all of the innuendos, you've got Michael Cera's The Office style awkwardness, and you have George Bluth Sr. being all weird and a little crazy and cantankerous and schemy. It's fun. But when you split up the episodes into particular storylines for an individual character, you're relegated to the type of humor that's appropriate for that character. And that's one thing I thought was particularly odd about this season, is that there were times where you wouldn't see a whole bunch of main characters for the entire episode. Granted, they're trying to appeal to a slightly different audience. We've talked about this. When you need to reach more people, you change things up a little bit. And as for example, they had Seth Rogen and Kristen Wiig right away in there for no real justifiable reason other than, oh my god, star recognition. But I don't think it works out 100%. One of the issues about having all these interwoven storylines is that if you take a break, watch a few episodes here and there, you're gonna miss things that you should have remembered from previous episodes that fit into new episodes and blah blah blah. And I know Netflix is all about the binge viewing. They want you to watch the whole thing back to back, which is really kind of what it felt like. It felt like a 7.5-hour movie that was setting up a premise for the Arrested Development movie. Normally when I make these videos, there's some sort of narrative or through line, but I'm just kind of rambling and enjoying talking to the camera, so I'm sorry. Anyway, it's a fascinating subject for me because I'm interested to see where TV and media and movies and all that sort of thing are going in the future, and if Netflix is gonna be the way that that stuff is delivered. If it's gonna be, look, here you go, you get all 15, go nuts. Because it's an interesting platform. When you have something where you can release everything all at once, you don't have to worry about making sure that everything fits into a single episode, that you have a whole bunch of story arcs that overlap those episodes. But honestly, I'm not sure that that works for me. Obviously, there are times when I love to watch a few episodes of something back to back, but I like the fact that they're delineated and that I don't necessarily have to be consciously paying attention to what was that thing that they said 3 hours ago, because that matters now. But we'll see how it goes. The actors were great, the writing was fairly good in most cases, and it'll be interesting to see if more of that stuff tends to happen. But I'm interested to know what you think. Did you watch Arrested Development? What did you guys think? Do you like the whole idea of just being able to watch everything all at once, and do you like the way that people might take advantage of that in the future? Yeah, I'm taking this way too casually. Anyway, those are my disjointed thoughts about Arrested Development and the future of TV programming and that sort of thing. I would love to know what you think, so let me know. Otherwise, have a fantastic Monday, and I will see you on Wednesday. Is it Kristen Wiig? Kirsten Wiig? Kristen Wiig? Kristen Wiig? Kirsten? I don't know. Kristen Wiig? Kristen. I don't know. Okay.